Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here, back with another general reading for all of my Aries angels. If you are new here, welcome. Join us, stay for a spell if this message resonates with you. This is an all Aries channel for all my Aries placements. Cross watchers, you are always welcome. Okay, just take in mind, everyone, that this reading may or may not it may not revolve around you, but it definitely may not resonate with everyone. I can't believe I just said that. But if it doesn't resonate, it is okay. All right. Thank you to everybody who likes and subscribes to the channel. Thank you for your shares, your donations, to those of you who book personal readings and shop the vegan soy website. The candle sale will continue until Capricorn season, like I said. And I am trying to make it my business to get your candle orders out before the end of the week, or by the end of the week here. And readings, I will be reaching out to you guys and working throughout the evening as I have restored my energy. I got my solar chakra shirt on today, and I'm going to read away. Okay? So if I haven't reached out to you or responded to your email, just be on the lookout, okay? And all of my info is in the description box down below. My website, as well as my email address, okay? So let's dive on into it. We're going to use Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. And the What's the Tea. We're going to incorporate that in the reading as well. I know you guys read the title, and this is what's been said about you, every single word. All right, so we're going to dive in and we're going to see what messages come out for you, okay, you or your cross watcher. So let's start with the What's Tea. I'm tripping. I'm already getting downloads. Why am I getting Prince downloads right now? I want to be your lover. I feel like that may be one of the things about you. And look, this card, it didn't flip out, but it flipped over and went back in the deck, y'all. Y'all just see me shuffle. And guess what it says? Love triangle. Somebody want to be in your love triangle. Okay. Prince was, they say, a connoisseur, but not like that. I don't want y'all to be taking something and running with it, but he was a playboy. That's what I'm trying to say. So it says love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, choices. Okay, like I just mentioned here, somebody wants to be your lover. And I was getting a download before the cards even came out, bro. Woo. Turn you up, turn you out, make you shout, oh, lover. And not only that, they want to get you under the covers. And when I say under the covers, you know what I mean. But besides that, I also mean that, I got this deck upside down, that someone is wanting to, they miss the undercover relationship that you guys had. That could be literally, or when I say undercover, I mean like moments y'all shared together when nobody was around. Things that you expressed to them that, that you didn't tell other people, or this, whatever this energy is, they feel like they were in on something with you and that the rest of the world was out. It's like, we know that there's certain things out there, phenomenons that happen, and maybe it was just you and this other person that witnessed it and nobody will ever believe you, or just you feeling that moment in general. I feel like you are that phenomenon type of moment to someone, and maybe that's definitely what's being felt about you. But whether or not they've said it to an actual individual or just to themselves, or maybe they have shared it with someone else, I feel like that's one thing major about you. Like, just imagine, and I'm using space as an example, but the crews that got to go into space and experience the moon and experience, just orbiting in general, like that's an experience. And then they got to come back here on Earth and live that out. That's like a bond that they're going to carry with them for, until the day they die, especially with Neil Armstrong. I think that's his name, right? That moon experience, you know what I mean? There are conspiracies about that whole thing, but we're not gonna focus on that. I'm just using the example, but what's being felt for sure about you is an experience that somebody's going to take to their grave with them, with that smile on the back of their heart, on the back of their conscience, in their memory bank, written there forever. Is you. That's what's being said about you. And maybe this person isn't the only one. I feel like, of course, not the only one, because you're that amazing, right? But it's like, other people you've encountered, they probably can agree on that one thing about you, that one magical thing that, is just something that you have to be lucky, literally, and not take for granted, because I also feel like, once that trust and that bond is broken with you, you'll never get it again. Like that moon experience. I don't think they was going to be going back up there again. That was like a one thing you experience and then it's done. But with you, a lot of people don't know that. They don't really realize that until the moment is finito, it's gone. Ain't no love triangle, ain't no friendship, and there's no sneaky link, there's no undercover bond. Like, that's it. And people would say that you put your foot down in a lot of things, and especially with your heart. You don't play about your emotions, especially if you are a fire sign and you have heavy water placements, and don't let Scorpio be one of those placements, in a significant spot in one of your houses. You may burn everybody up in the house. You know what I mean? But I'm just speaking that you don't have to literally do that, but they gonna feel your pain, or you're gonna leave in a lasting impression of some sort, you know what I mean, on somebody. So, drama starter action. This gives Leo energy, boy, because man, Leos, they love center stage, they love attention. And it's not just to say it like that, they confident individuals. So they don't mind sharing, and they're not embarrassed by too much. It's the sun, for God's sake, the sun shines bright, and, it's the star of the show, literally, in our lives, for sure, in a lot of different ways. So I feel like this is an energy that maybe somebody could be projecting onto you and calling you a drama starter. But like I said in the beginning here, you going to speak what you got to say to somebody, whoever the individual is, young, old, or alike, or unalike, or however the saying goes. What's being said about you is, watch your step and watch how you talk to me. What they be saying? Talk to me nice. And we got the Two of Candles, Aries energy. Two of Wands is what this really is. It's what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck here. And that's you. They say it's dark. That's what's being said about you. You come in and you liven the joint up, with your energy, with your voice, with your jokes, with your knowledge, what I mean, and just your energy, just in general, your spirit here is something that's very brightening about it. But just like you can light fire up, I also feel like it's being said about you that you will blow that fire out, and not to just say, I'm not calling you a party pooper or anything, but it's like when you get upset about something, 9 times out of 10, everybody's going to know. You're not going to sugarcoat shit. Like, you're not going to pacify anybody. Anybody can get it. Is what's being said. And that's not being a drama starter, but it's just like you're not passive in a lot of ways. And people know that. And that's being talked about you as well here. Is, yeah, you might start that shit, but the Aries angel is definitely going to finish it. That's what's being said. All right, Spirit, what's being said about my Aries angels? Ooh, I like this. Ooh, you got the Moon card. Pisces energy. Did I not mention the moon and the phenomena and the going into space? And not only this is extraterrestrial. Pisces energy it's the outer world, the unseen, the esoteric, occult, Um, Psychics, most psychics are Pisces or have it somewhere heavily placed in their natal chart. Okay. Like I mentioned here, this is an outer worldly experience. That's what's being said about you. That's what's being felt about you, more importantly, because Pisces is water energy, right? Emotions. Most sensitive of the water signs, right? So somebody is still tender about you. That's what's, like I said, felt about you. I knew it was a reason why I said felt and not said right off the bat here, because boom, like somebody is living still like the day they met you, the scent of you, you know, the last conversation you had, the last way you made them feel, you know, the height of just you and them being in contact, because the star is the second card out. You can't make this up. We are out there in the galaxy right now. The moon and the star orbiting. Wow, whoever you are, you know, I can only imagine how you feel as well, you know, especially if there's somebody you no longer part with, or this just memories with somebody, or somebody that's done passed on. I feel like in the outer realm, whoever this loved one is, this ancestor, they're speaking out through right now, sending that love back to you. Confirmation. Because with the star, you know, you could be somebody who is into astrology, or you're an astrologist yourself, into astronomy. But I feel just in general, what's being said about you is you got somebody through some of their darkest times. You helped light a spark back in someone's life. You know, you helped elevate somebody in their career, or open the door for them, or just in general, you know, they're just blessed to have you as somebody that they got to share and any experience with. You know, you really are the star in this situation here. If ain't nobody told you, or this might be how how you feel about somebody. This is getting deep already. We're just getting into the reading, y'all, and it's 11:11 on the clock. Angel numbers right now. Somebody sending you a message, baby, and it might be from the other side. Wow. Ten of Needles, aka the Ten of Swords. You know, somebody never got closure with you. So what they talk about you now is from when they did know you, regardless of you're in that space or you're that person anymore. Or this is a closure moment for somebody now, or one that you're gonna experience. It's the end, though. Something that you should be able to move on from, or at least have a lightening of the heart in some way, shape, or form. What's being said about you is, yeah, it hurt when whoever this was had to end with you, or you cut them off, or vice versa. It hurt. You know, and maybe for you, you know, somebody's still talking about the remorse they have for betraying you, or overreacting with you, or taking it too far with you. They had chance after chance to de-escalate something here, and I feel like it ultimately led to the demise of something between you and someone else, or a person, place, or thing. You just take it how it resonates. The Nine of Swords. Just had the 10. And now it's going down to the 9 here. They had chance after chance after chance. And then it's the 5, 6, 7, 8 of Needles, aka the 8 of Swords. The time on the clock was 11. There was the 10 of Needles. Now the 9, and now the 8. You gave chance after chance. You give chance after chance. I feel like that's what's being mentioned about you. You know, motherfuckers know they done fucked up when you just, there's no emotions. You know what I mean? They might as well be a brick fucking wall because you're just taking up space at this point. And what do? We avoid brick walls because running into them does not feel good. So whoever this is, they played their cards and they played them out. And that's what's being said about you, but they salty about it. So they replay parts of the story that make them feel good, and they leave out the parts where they, you know, where they fucked you over. Or they said what they said. Or they played mind games with you. Whole time they, you know, they feeling a way about you because the moon is your hidden enemies as well. People that's thinking it, but they might not be saying it. But with this 9 of Swords, they damn sure feeling it. And it's not a good feeling here. This anxiety is rising up on someone on the account of you. But, I mean, I'm not saying it's your fault. Because then I say in the beginning before we started pulling tarot, you're going to say it. I don't care how long it take you, how long it take to bubble up to finally where you like, fuck this, not a lot of lie, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It's you're going to speak your mind. But like I said, water placements can suppress that as well. And then it'll be like where you go to a party, you have some drinks, and then you just let it all fly out or something. But for the most part, yeah. And somebody knows that. You know, you're the type that you leave it all on the table. You don't leave nothing left to be said. You're going to tell your feelings, your emotion, because you're fire. Or if you don't speak it, they're going to see it. It's in action because you're ruled by Mars, and that's action oriented. So you're either not, if you don't say it, you're going to give it. And I feel like you were saying it and giving it twice over. And still motherfucker was like, nah, I want to use you again. I want to do this to you now and see if I can get away with that. So at this point, they could be calling you a bitch. They could be saying you're a douche. You know, you're an ass to my divine masculines out there. Like, or as they say in the streets, you ain't shit. Is how somebody is looking at you. Like, look at the look on this is the Queen of Swords that just came out. She looked like, I don't want to hear it. No, out my face. Like, you blew it. No. And she is going to think long and hard before she makes her decision and even cuts you off, because if this the Queen of Swords and she finna off with your motherfucking head, then obviously that means she needs to be right on her feelings. So she's going to use her logic more so over letting her emotions take control and just saying whatever, doing whatever, and the situation becoming worse than, you know, what it is here. So this is Gemini energy. So what's being said about you is like, yeah, you know, it's no point of return a lot of times here, because you have not only shown me who you are once, but twice. And Gemini is the ruler of the twins. So that mean they converse with each other. Or if you got Gemini placements and you're Aries, then you still, there's why you can work with an energy of like there's two of you. Or you might have that yes, no, going back and forth when you're thinking about things and trying to figure out stuff. But that's why I'm saying with this energy, she's done all the conversing that she needs to do, masculine or feminine, decision made. All right. It's nothing else I can do with you. Capiche? You know, it's giving Italian vibes. It's giving Goodfellas. When, dang it, I can't even think. There's a part of the movie. It wasn't Tommy. It was, who was Robert De Niro's character? When they did that last heist and he told them don't go buy nothing. And they threw that party. And motherfuckers were showing up. Wife had on a mink coat. Somebody bought a brand new Mercedes. Like, just all kind of ridiculous things. Night of candles. Like, all impulsive decisions and not really laying low, and sticking to the plan and the script here. Somebody I feel like is saying about you, and more so feeling that they could be still in contact with you. They could still be here with you had they not gone off and did what they did. Turned on you, said what they said, went and ganged up with other motherfuckers. It made you turn your back on your family and isolated you, only to find out that they're the real monster, not the people they was trying to divide you from. Like, you sent somebody to go do some real soul searching after you got done cussing them out, sending them on their way, kicking them out, separating yourself, cutting the string. And I'm talking about, this was one of the worst of them, the Knight of Candles, aka the Knight of Wands, Leo energy. Like, this could have been somebody like what's the saying? Lay it wide and spread it thick or something like that. Masculine or feminine. Like, this is somebody who just thought that they shit didn't stink. This is somebody who thought that you would just drop whatever for them. They could talk to you today and ignore you for the next week, and you still gonna stay right there. But they found out the hard way. It's just like with the Knight of Wands energy. It's somebody who's in a hurry. It's somebody who's impulsive, and just as fast as they'll make you feel good, they'll drain that right up out of you. And I feel like that's what's being said about you. They didn't see the other side of you. You know what I mean? And that references back to that Gemini energy. Yeah, I'm nice, but just don't cross that line. You know what I mean? It's given that. And somebody crossed that line, and now you put their ass on the chopping block, right? And rolled them right on out of your life. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. That's what it said about you. Like, I'm not going to say you, because they'll say, like I said with the Queen of Swords, like, you're mean, or they used me. Because they didn't get to keep using you, and you figured them out and had to get rid of them. They want to make up a narrative in their mind here, I feel like, with this. And it's like, now somebody moving forward and cutting ties, you're going to be doing better, or you're already doing better, or you began to do better once, fate had to come in and roll this person on up out of your way. And that's spiritual. You learn something out of that. And I feel like that's what's being said about you. They don't want to acknowledge that there's a change in you, an upgrade in you of some sort, some sense being knocked up into you. If I'm not saying literally somebody hitting you, unless some people do hit their head and then it shifts their brain and they think differently after that. I forget what it's called, but just in general, it's like, damn, I didn't see this day coming. And they didn't know how far that you was willing to go with something, especially something that's carrying you, elevating you. Somebody sees that you love you. You actually do love you. And you taking care of yourself a lot more than they would ever have been able to do. That's what's being said about you. They know they ain't shit. And this is the day and age that we're in. So all of y'all be careful dating. Masculine and feminine divine, okay? Because it's like you can know someone your whole life, but still you never actually know them, right? So just imagine these strangers out in the street, a lot of y'all linking up with. And we're going into the age of Aquarius, so what's done in the dark most definitely is going to appear in the light. The way we're headed. And we had two cards come out, which are the Queen of Presents, aka the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Presents, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So like I mentioned here, we got the Magician is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. They didn't see you coming at the bottom of the deck. Somebody probably was really impressionable on you. Probably thought this person was, just an amazing individual. Until you found out they weren't. The Queen of Presents in reverse is people slandering and gossiping about you. Not only that, these are user energies. Like they would say that this is a gold digger or someone who only cares about money, somebody who only cares about fame or having a name or getting ahead. Just somebody who, and with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, is somebody who is not a hard worker. They want easy access. They want fast results. But your energy, the Magician, is what you don't see coming out at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like someone saw you in a different light that spirit is introducing you into now, or grooming you to take this role that is fated for you. Clearly here, this is good karma that you don't see coming. They didn't see coming. You're this little small apprentice right now here, and you see the gods, the spiritual gods here are enlightening you, telling you to take your time with it. Like I said, re-evaluating a lot of things for you, and helping you so that you are here in this material world able to play out everything that they said you couldn't, wouldn't, and wasn't capable of doing here. That's what's being said. You knocking their socks off. They think this is a magic trick. A lot of them think this is a dream. It's not a fucking dream. But you are really, in a position here where your dreams, are not nightmares. But someone else is here, their dream, whatever they have for themselves, or how whatever position they saw you in, them being high, you being low, is becoming a nightmare for them. And all they can do is speak and talk. It don't mean if whether it's true or not about you. But you are clearly, just like the witch can get on a broom and ride off into the night. It's like somebody swooped you up and now they riding you off into the night, away from this low vibrational materialistic energy. People want power for the wrong reasons here, and people mad that you're not abusing your power, or that you don't abuse your power, or that you don't agree in abusing others, or taking advantage of others, that you are a righteous individual, or at least you try to be, and you don't go out and you don't seek to drain people, whether this is actually financially or just energy, time, affection. That's what's being said about you. It's hard for people to say bad things about you in a lot of situations. You're not perfect, like I mentioned. It's a lot of energy of past aggression, or just energies of not feeling good enough, or just getting to a point in your life where you are going to stand up for yourself and protect yourself, and whether that means in the form of action or in reaction or in words, it's still going to be a reaction that's catapulting you right on up out of there. And what they doing is just like you flicking a mosquito off your shoulder, or like, just something, a piece of lint, it's just, they're that unimportant at this point here. And that's how it's starting to feel. And I don't feel like it's anything personal per se that you may have actually tried to do to anybody. But when you sit back and you separate yourself from energies, like I mentioned here, and you see how your life gets to change for you, then why would you go back to that? And people are upset that you won't go back to that. You wouldn't consider going back to that. You don't double back. You know what I mean? Unless somebody is literally in your face. And 9 times out of 10, people will pretend like they changed just to see if they can get back in your pants, back in your life, just to be nosy again, just to get the tea on you. Literally, what's the tea? But they'll play the role. But a lot of times it's never you running back after that individual. It's that individual running after you and trying to get you to believe that there's something that they have not actually changed to be. And that really gets to people. That every time they come back, you're still the same. And I mean that in a good way. So now they got to go back off and be the villain again. Because, that's what they were the whole time. But that's no fault to you. Because people will try and trick you. And we got the four presents. Yeah. The four, aka the Four of Pentacles. It will try and hold you back. They don't want you to change. Hell, they trying to turn you, but it's not working. You catch my drift? Because we got the Six of Presents out here, aka the Six of Pentacles, aka the giver. Look how dark this card is compared to the white in this one. These people know they ain't shit. Got the Two of Cups, aka the Two of Potions. This is normally two people hugging in a card. What's being said about you is they wish they could give back to you what you once gave to them. That's what it all boils down to. But sometimes it be too late. So I'm going to leave this reading here. I have work to do. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today. I'm sending you guys love and light. So much positive energy. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. Whew. Y'all got me sweating over here. All right, ciao. I'm out.